ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Scott. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Scott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Watson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now Scott to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Fowler.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Scott. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback. And this throw will be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Watson now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Muscles him off. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Scott looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ronnie Perkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check right 27, check right 27.
Looking to throw. Scott. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You ain't doing nothing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, Scott. They'll roll him out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Escaping the pressure right. That caught by Trimble. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Watson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. DJ Waddam in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's going to look deep down the field, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw is Scott. Off play action. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Scott on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Scott. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. The 40. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Scott now throwing after the interception. That's caught by Ware. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Off the play fake. Scott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey. 4 down. Hatchet. Check it back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break, Watson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one good for 37 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd down and goal. Watson flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Scott throwing on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
It got his man complete, and all the way home for a Broncos score. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
To throw again. Scott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
James Lynch
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Scott rolling to his right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Scott to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. This is Ware. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
To throw is Scott. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ronnie Perkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on second down, Scott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's got his tight end Fant, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Rush in, rush in. Back, back.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this one too low.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ronnie Perkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets this to Fant.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake. Scott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Ware. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Here's Scott on first down. He's going to let it fly. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And Watson's going to throw it here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
What are you doing?
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back